Hi there, Geoff Coughlin, editor Scale Modelling Now. So welcome to this inbox browse where we're going to be taking a look at the Airfix release in 48 scale, the Fairey Gannet AS.1, AS.4, and goodness me, what a choice this was. Had a good chance to look at this at Telford, the IPMS Scale Model World in November 2023 this year, and it looked fabulous on the stand. And of course, one or two of you may have seen completed builds of the kit. And we already know that initial impressions are extremely good in terms of it all going together. So that's all positive. And to come, we've got a number of builds planned here in the magazine. One is a speed build by Stuart Mackay. That's going in very, very soon. And then, of course, we've got another one from Dave Coward coming down the line. Plus, I'm sure there'll be others too. But let's have a look at this kit. And the first thing you notice is just how beautifully molded it is. We've got this incredibly fine panel lines going on here, some lovely raised rivets, but are so subtle. It's really probably incredibly hard for you to see that. Good internal detail already with the base cockpit here. I mean, just check out the detail in that wheel well, Bombay, absolutely extraordinary. Closed door over here, and then I imagine that you could split that if you want to have the doors open, which I'm sure you probably will do. In fact, I think you get separate doors, in fact, for that over the other side. Detail here, again, lovely firewall detail, undercarriage well detail by the look of it. Option for spread or folded wings, and the thing with the Gannet, of course, is that it's got this fabulously complex sort of wing fold arrangement, and it just looks stunning once it's done. So I think that's going to be a real favourite for many. Beautifully clear parts, these really are excellent. Excuse me. And then we move on to some of the parts here. These again you can see here for the wing fold, beautiful detail going on in the fold itself, the actual join itself. Decent undercarriage legs, very nicely moulded. Wheels tidy, love those as well. Also got flats on them, which I like. Decent instrument panel over here. We've got seats going on towards the back there. You're going to need to find your own harness. They're not included, but again, no big deal there. You can either scratch them and always use one of the aftermarket items for belts of the period. It's great. Is it a double member engine? I think this thing had, and of course the contra-rotating propellers, and you can see those over there. Coming back over here, endless sprues, more stores for under the wing or in the bomb bay itself. Huge amount of those, all sorts of different things. You've got flares, you've probably got depth charges and the like, so you can have a good look at the instructions to see exactly what's included. And again, here we go. If I pull back, you can see here we've got the various parts that go to make up the folded wing options. You can offset things like the rudder, which is great, the stabilitors, which is also good, and so it goes on. So overall, the kit itself is beautifully moulded. Can't see any faults with that at all. It just looks terrific. Look at the decal sheet, excellent quality as you would expect, and already you can see some lovely touches here where the stencil detail has actually been included as part of here of the main serials and so on. Of course, you get a full set of serials. Stencils, I should say, I beg your pardon. Perfect register, cartograph decals, these are going to be superb. Little bit of an instrument panel, decal going on there, which you can use if you want to. And then coming on to the four, I think it's three schemes that are included. So scheme A, here we go, we've got a Gannet over here, which is 849 Naval Air Squadron, HQ training flight. Based at Caldrose in 1959. Standard sort of colours, Fleet Air Arm colours there, dark sea grey on top, and then you've got that sort of beige green, almost like a sky on the underside. Flipping it over, option B, similar, but of course you can see the different coloured spinners going on here, this time for an 815 Naval Air Squadron aircraft, aboard HMS Ark Royal in 58. And then finally you've got option C for an 847 Naval Air Squadron. This aircraft, this was based RAF Nicosia, Cyprus, 1957. Because what I like is you've got the stripes, black and white stripes, Some say that should be black and yellow. Well, okay, for your references and you'd prefer to mark them accordingly, then feel free to do so. Nice sort of stencil diagram, as you can see there on the back. So nothing but praise, I have to say, for what I've seen here in the box. It's absolutely stunning. Really does look good. And perhaps just to finish off, let's have a quick look at the instruction booklet. Not overly complicated by the look of it. Straightforward, lots and lots of stuff that goes inside. You can see you've got this good design here. We've got the main wing spars. Also telling you need 12 grams of weight, which you can add to this box, which again is a nice little feature. Moving on, all sorts of details and options. You get all sorts of options here as to how you want to finish your particular model, which is great. So there we go, all sorts of things there. You're opening up holes here for rockets if you want to include those. If not, well then don't. And then moving on here, again, you can move into, as you can see here, the little diagrams that clearly remind you that which stage is to do with wing folded or spread wing options and so on. I love the fact you can put all these flaps down. I think it would just look great, looking really kind of dirty, as it were, with everything kind of deployed. I think it just look fantastic. Add even more to the quirkiness of the overall type. And there you go, that huge array of stores that's included. All sorts of things going on there with different options for that. And that really is about it, I think. Just love it. Absolutely love it. We get a figure here if you want to include him. Can't actually see him on the can't actually find him on the sprues, but oh yeah, he is. Beg pardon. There they go. All three of them. How about that? Not bad, is it? And that's it. That is this package, which is the 48 scale Fairey Gannet AS.1, AS.4 from Airfix. What's not to like about this, eh?